Hello and a big welcome to each and every one of you to Steven Sir Makes It Easy. And like I generally say, I hope the next few minutes wherein I teach this one specific question of accounting for not-for-profit organization, your understanding and learning is a little bit simpler because of the explanation which is imparted during the lecture. Otherwise, please do remember to connect with us through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Very importantly is the above Telegram ID. You can join to that. You must join that. It is my sincere advice and request, because at the end of every topic, the PDF of all the questions and solutions will be provided. Besides, every lecture's description also having the PDF of that particular lecture's question and solution. If you missed out the previous lecture, there is a card being provided, as well as if you do intend to purchase the textbook from which we are going to do the practice for all the upcoming lectures, the link for the purchase is also provided in the description below. So what's the wait for? Let's get started. So we have been doing accounting for not-for-profit organization, and a list of things have been explained to you. The meaning, how do these people do the accounting? They follow which accounts? They follow what techniques? What is a receipt and payment account? What is an income and expenditure account? Okay, to keep it simple, receipt and payment account is the easier way to solve accounts, to maintain records. Okay, income and expenditure is the scientific way to maintain records. So it's a little bit more difficult compared to receipts and payment. Multiple times for your long questions, they always give you a receipt and payment, something like this, from which you have to convert and prepare an income and expenditure account. Now in that, what do you end up doing? The receipt and payment behind me has asset, liability, income, expense. You who are supposed to be good with your accounting knowledge, you are supposed to identify कि ये जो ऊपर लिखा है ना, इसके अंदर इनकम कहाँ पर है, एक्सपेंस कहाँ पर है, एसेट कहाँ पर है, लाइबिलिटी कहाँ पर है. Even though, please read right at the beginning, from the following receipt and payment and information given below, prepare income and expenditure account and opening balance sheet of adult literacy organization. So it's most probably an organization which helps in educating those people who missed out the opportunity of education. Thankfully, that's not happening with you. Okay, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing that these organizations exist. Now, even though they say prepare income and expenditure and opening balance sheet, and in nowhere in the whole question they have said to prepare a closing balance sheet. Maybe it's a printing mistake, maybe bhul gaye, delete ho gaya, but we will do the entire story. We will start with opening balance sheet, we will prepare income and expenditure, क्योंकि रास्ते में जब वो सॉल्यूशन बन रहा है, इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर राह में आ ही जाएगा. Then we will end with a closing balance sheet. We'll try to follow a few steps. क्या? देख, पहले सम पढ़ लेते हैं, वो तो सबको करना है. In that you try to find out उधर इधर उधर उधर, which are the items that will go to the opening balance sheet. एक मिनट, this is a December sum, a Jan December sum, not an April March sum. तो थोड़ा सिंपल है, एक्चुअली थोड़ा सिंपल है. अच्छा, year ending 31st December 2017 means what? Means, my dear, when you solve, if you look above me, the current year is 2017, that's it. January, December. The previous year will be 2016 and the next year will be 2018. तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट तो यही है, ये हमेशा लिख कर रखना. कहाँ पर? मे बी द लास्ट 2 लाइन्स ऑफ योर सोल्यूशन लिख कर रखना. योर माइंड हैज़ टू वेरी क्लियरली नो you are doing income and expenditure only for 1 year. Which year? Current year 2017. 2016 वो तो past tense है. 18 वो तो next year है. Income is never written of 3 years. Income is only written of 1 year. Current year. अगर current year में last year का कोई मिलावट आया या next year का कोई मिलावट आया, तेरा ड्यूटी है उसको निकाल दे, माइनस कर. क्यों? वी डोंट राइट इनकम ऑफ 3 years, वी ओनली राइट इनकम ऑफ 1 year. प्लीज नोट, हाँ, दैट इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू दिस चैप्टर. इट इज एप्लीकेबल टू नॉर्मल अकाउंट्स, accrual based accounts. Accrual accountancy is not done for 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, only for 1 year, 12 months. Okay, so hopefully ये क्लियर हो गया. ये रेडी होना चाहिए. एंड 2 balance sheets. One is this opening balance sheet. Look at the date, 1st January 2017 or 31st December 16. मतलब just one day back. And that above one is 31st December 17. तो I repeat, शुरुआत यहाँ से करेगी. इसमें क्या लिखना है? Asset and liability. कहाँ पर है अभी वो तो नहीं पता मुझको, क्वेश्चन पढ़ के देख लेते हैं. एंड इन रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन एंड मी एक्सप्लेनिंग टू यू टाइम काफ़ी जाता है. सो नो प्रॉब्लम्स, इट्स टाइम वेल स्पेंट, नॉट वेस्टेड. बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन. व्हाट बैलेंस? अरे ओपनिंग बैलेंस, कैश इन हैंड, कैश इन बैंक. कुठे जाणार? माय अपॉलॉजीज इफ यू आर नॉट वेरी having heard Marathi a lot. Okay, so कुठे जाणार is where should I write it? Where will it go? Okay, because it is an asset on the first day, it will go to the opening balance sheet. Okay, subscription. There are 3 years subscription. Total is 28,200. 3 years. Last year, current year, next year. Right now, you put your focus on the last year. How much is the subscription of last year? 1,200. What does that mean? In the current year, some member came to you and gave you 1,200 and told you, sir, I am very sorry, I could not pay this in the last year. There was some financial crisis in my family. Sir, now everything is settled. Please keep this money. Please note, this is an income received in the current year. Very important, not of the current year. Received in the current year. Kabul hai, yes. But it is not of the current year because that person, that member specifically बोल के दे रहा है. क्या? सर पिछले साल का है, मेरे अकाउंट में लिखो, पिछले साल में लिखो, पिछले साल के रिकॉर्ड में लिखना, क्योंकि मैं भूल गया था. प्लीज नोट, दिस 1,200 इज सब्सक्रिप्शन विच इज रिसीव्ड बट फॉर द लास्ट ईयर. मीन्स ये 1,200 आपको ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में लिखना है बिकॉज इट इज कनेक्टेड टू द लास्ट ईयर. Now, what will it come? See, this is received, receipt. Therefore, you have to write it receivable. क्योंकि receivable था after in the last year. By the time you came to the current year, वो received हो गया. एक डायलॉग मैंने लास्ट टाइम कहा था, or maybe before that. पुराना हिसाब क्लियर होना चाहिए. So this 1,200 is पुराना हिसाब. You will remind that student that sir आपका 1,200 बाकी है एंड अकॉर्डिंगली फिर वो लाकर आपको देगा और वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. तो ओपनिंग बैलेंस शीट में 1,200 आना चाहिए क्योंकि वो लास्ट ईयर का रिसीव्ड है. बट इन दिस चैप्टर देर आर गोइंग टू बी बट हियर एंड बट देर. ओके, किंतु परंतु. इफ यू कम डाउन एंड रीड पॉइंट नंबर 1, क्या लिखा है? सब्सक्रिप्शन आउटस्टैंडिंग एज ऑन 31/12/16. Now hold on. What is 31/12/16? Last year, December 16, were 2,000. Let me read this again. Subscription outstanding as on 31/12/16. So this statement number 1 is very clearly telling you कि sir, madam, last year on the last day 2,000 rupees was the subscription that members had to pay. Above you read that 1200 is what members have paid for the last year. Point number 1 says, but 2000 was to be paid, because outstanding means receivable. Receivable. So I repeat. So what should I believe? This 1200 given above which I have received, or this point number 1 which says 2000 was receivable? Well, you should find out how much was the total receivable. And point number 1 says, point number 1 here, that on 31st December 16, which is 1st Jan 17, 2000 was receivable. Then you may say, sir, then ये ऊपर झूठ क्यों बोला है 1200? Well, story ऐसी है कि you had to receive 2000, but everybody doesn't pay on time. You send reminders, you send email, you send WhatsApp, but only some people came ahead and paid 1200. So I repeat, the actual amount receivable is 2000, because point number 1 says received from that is 1200, not point number 1, that is the receipt side above gives us that. Okay, so ये कुछ थोड़ी confusing कहानी है, but let's see during the sum we have to work it out. Opening balance sheet में I will write 2000 total receivable, and then later on I will tell you कि 1200 is received. हाँ, in 28,200 I have also received for the next year 500 rupees. Abhi, how do I handle this next year? I will tell you in time to come. Sale of old newspaper, it is an income. Raddi becha hai. Government grant, well, there are many not-for-profit organizations who do very good job, which the government is supposed to do. Welfare of people, take care of people. But the government is busy with something. So sometimes what does the government do? The government is like, you continue to do good work, I will give you a grant. Every month I will give you a grant, so that those people who work for you, you can pay them salary. तो क्या हो जाएगा, अच्छा काम भी होता है और गवर्नमेंट का थोड़ा सपोर्ट भी मिल जाता है. हाँ, तो ये गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट इनकम है, सिंपल. सेल ऑफ ओल्ड फर्नीचर, प्लीज नोट ये इनकम नहीं है, बिकॉज फर्नीचर इज नॉट इनकम. सो furniture in the balance sheet, sale has to be tackled with. So right now don't worry, just remember 3700 is the selling price, 5000 book value is the cost price. Book value is the cost price. Then interest received on fixed deposit, FD is fixed deposit, right? It's an income, normal, 450 rupees. General expense, newspaper expense, expenditure, electricity expenditure, fixed deposit with bank. Acha, this is not an expenditure because this is a asset. When did you start this FD with the bank? 30/6/2017, 30 June. 30 June meaning the June has gone. After that, July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months आपने ये FD बैंक में रखा. Meaning for 6 months you will earn 10% interest, but only 6 months, not for the full year. Okay, basically this 18,000 हम लोग एसेट में लिखेंगे. देन सोचेंगे कि इंटरेस्ट कैसे कैलकुलेट करें, क्योंकि 10% मीनिंग हिडन एडजस्टमेंट. बुक्स, ये फिल्म फेयर बुक नहीं है, ये जोक्स का पिटारा वाला बुक नहीं है, ये ज्ञान प्राप्ति का बुक है. ओके, दैट मीन्स विच हैज some knowledge of some field, okay, or maybe general knowledge. So it is asset. Salary is expense, rent is expense, postage charges is expense, furniture purchased is an asset, cash in hand, cash at bank also asset, but on the last day, closing. Point number 1 is connected to subscription. So whenever we write subscription, I will below that leave around 3 or 4 lines so that I can fit all the adjustments connected to the amount of subscription. On December 31, 2017, that means the current year, salary outstanding 600. तो सैलरी के वहाँ पे एक लाइन, वन एडजस्टमेंट, एंड 1 month rent was paid in advance, 1 month rent. There is some gadbad in rent. Now hold on. Outstanding is always a plus, but prepaid in advance means prepaid. It is a minus. अभी कितना prepaid है वो थोड़े टाइम में आपको बता दूंगा. Okay. Next. On Jan 1, 2016, first day, पहला दिन, organization owned furniture 12,000, opening balance sheet, books 5,000, opening balance sheet. Then that's it. Question reading is over. Meaning, right now, step 1. What do you write in opening balance sheet? See the opening cash, the opening cash at bank, then not 1200 subscription but 2000. Then I don't see anything here, but directly I see in point number 1, furniture and books. So guys, girls, students, all of you, what's our step 1? Let's prepare the opening balance sheet. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. हाँ, so here goes. On the asset side, cash in hand 4,000. It is always a good excellent idea if you draw the format and you join me for the solution. Cash at bank 15,550. We are trying to make a system with steps, जिसमें first step is prepare opening balance sheet. Subscription receivable not 1200, 2000. लास्ट ईयर के लिए, दिट इज 2016. ओके, 2000. फर्नीचर दिया है 12,000 एंड बुक्स 5,000. दिस इज इट. इफ यू आस्क मी अ क्वेश्चन, सर ये क्यों बनाया? बिकॉज इसका जो टोटल है एसेट माइनस लाइबिलिटी में कुछ नहीं है, बट अगर होता गिव्स अस कैपिटल फंड. So the total is 38,550 and the difference on that side is also 38,550, which we call as capital fund. Okay, thankfully the banner did not close that. Step 1, opening balance sheet. हाँ बना लिया. Step 2, transfer these assets and liabilities to the closing. इधर से उधर. चलो, be careful for adjustments. पहले capital fund लिखो 38,550. Leave at least 5 lines. Leave 5 lines. Then cash in hand but closing, cash at bank but closing. जो बाद में when we read the sum we will come across. Subscription receivable. ये पुराना हिसाब है, इसको क्लियर करो. How? You remind the members and you tell them पे करो 2000, ताकि ये ऊपर का हम लोग क्लियर कर सके, रिमूव कर सके. नाउ सम पीपल विल सुनेंगे, कुछ लोग नहीं सुनेंगे. फर्नीचर 12,000, दिस इज ओपनिंग फर्नीचर, एंड बुक्स 5,000, दिस इज ओपनिंग बुक्स. सो आई रिपीट, स्टेप 1, prepare opening balance sheet. Step 2, transfer to closing balance sheet. Step 3, prepare income and expenditure account. Okay, let's try. सब्सक्रिप्शन टोटल कितना है? 28,200. सब्सक्रिप्शन टोटल, फर्स्ट लाइन में हमेशा टोटल लिखो 28,200. देन थोड़ा गाड़ी स्लो करो. इज दिस 28,200 द इनकम फॉर द करंट ईयर? नो नो नो, इट इज द मनी दैट यू हैव रिसीव्ड. पैसा मिला, इनकम नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आप क्वेश्चन देखो, इट सेज दैट 28,200 हैज 3 पार्ट्स. For the last year, you have received 1200. Is it an income for the current year? Absolutely not, because it says for the last year. Last year की कमाई करंट ईयर की कमाई में, इनकम में नहीं आना चाहिए, नहीं आना चाहिए. तो क्या करूं मैं 1200 को, विच इज अ पार्ट ऑफ 28,200, वो गलत पार्ट है. ओके, मैं एडजस्ट करता हूं, मैं निकाल देता हूं लास्ट ईयर के मसाले को, इनकम के मसाले को मैं माइनस कर देता हूं 1200. सो माइनस. अच्छा, ये एक्चुअली एक एडजस्टमेंट है, मतलब सेकेंड इफेक्ट कहाँ पे देते हैं? डू यू रिमेंबर कि आपने बैलेंस शीट में एसेट साइड पे 2000 लिखा है लास्ट ईयर का सब्सक्रिप्शन, उसमें से आपको 1200 मिल गया. कुछ लोगों ने, आपने 2-3 लोग को कॉल मारा रहेगा, सर आपका 200, आपका 500, आपका 700, इसमें से 1200 आ गया. तो वो जो ऊपर लिखा है ना 2000, उसके अंदर 1200 इज नो लॉन्गर रिसीवेबल, इट इज रिसीव्ड. तो रिसीव्ड करके 1200 निकाल दो, तो बचेगा कितना? 800. सो आई रिपीट, पीपल आर नॉट परफेक्ट. एवरी मेंबर इज नॉट परफेक्ट दैट यू कॉल्ड एंड दे विल कम एंड पे. नहीं, कुछ लोगों के जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, तो मे बी वो बाद में भरेंगे. ओके, तो ये सेकेंड इफेक्ट था 1200 का. ओके, बस झमेला खत्म. नो, in 28,200 for the current year you have received 26,500. That is touch me not, mimosa plant, touch me not. Why? Yeah, that is fine. There's nothing wrong with 26,500 because it is of the current year, received in the current year. No qualms about it, no fighting. But next year some good student paid advance. How much? 500. So did you take it? Yes, we took it. But is it an income of the current year? No. The student specifically said, sir, I may not be there for the payment time when you ask for the payment of 2018. Maybe I'm busy. Right now I have got extra money. Sir, please keep it. Write my name for the next batch. Okay. So 500 rupees is for the next year. It is an income of the next year. It is a part of 28,200, but it should not be a part. It should not be a part. So I will remove for the next year. Received for next year 500. Now a little bit confusing. What about the second effect of this 500? It is an adjustment, hidden. You have to give a second effect. Okay, how do I give a second effect for 500? Well, a student gave you 500. You took it, you put it in your pocket. It's in your pocket. Okay. Can you spend this 500? No. Why? If that student comes on December 31st, the next year has not started. He has paid for the next year. If that student comes on December 31st and says, sir, my papa got transferred, I cannot come here, give me my 500 back, I can't refuse, because I have not, he has not come and utilized the facilities in the next year. He didn't come, his papa has got transferred, he also has to go. You have to give it back. It is in your pocket, it doesn't belong to you, it is a liability. It is in your pocket, it does not belong to you, it is a liability. Right now it is in advance. I repeat, this 500 rupees which you have received for the next year is technically received in advance because the next year has not come, na, 2018. So it's a liability. I repeat, that liability. Okay, this is we dealing with subscription for the first time, but subscription is a very fond item of the examiners, and on multiple occasions they do ask complications, or they complicate the item of subscription a lot. Very simple. What do? Well, we require practice. As much as possible we require practice. Okay, so my next lecture most probably will have something very similar to this question. Next, sale of old newspaper 1250. Hey, that's very simple, it's an income. So let me write it, sale of old newspaper 1250. After subscription there are still 2 lines remaining. I repeat, above Reason being, there is still an adjustment remaining, okay, which will come later. Next, a government grant 12,000, income, here full form is written 12,000. Next, it's government help. A grant is like a government help. Sale of old furniture. See, the book value is 5,000, but it is sold in the market for 3,700, which is not a good news, because something of 5,000 fetched gave you 3,700, which is less. So there was a loss. Difference 1,300 loss. What to do with this sale? Go to furniture. Where is furniture? It is in the balance sheet. And in that furniture, you subtract sale. Why? Because purchases plus sale is minus. Achha, but book value, very important. How much is the book value? 5,000. So how much furniture is remaining? 7,000. Okay, hold on. Why did you minus 5,000? Because above that 12,000 furniture is book value. So from book value, you minus book value. 7,000 is remaining. Hey, but the bad news, what? When you sold this furniture, it only gave you 3,700. There was a loss in the deal. And when there is a loss or a profit, depends upon what's the occasion, you will write that in income and expenditure account. Where if it's a profit, income, but if it is a loss, expenditure. So on the expenditure side, loss on sale of furniture. How do I get that? 5,000 minus 3,700. That gives me and you 1,300. Whenever you sell an asset, sell an asset, not sell of newspaper. No. Sell an asset. Okay. Then you may have a profit, you may incur a loss. Okay. This is how you deal with loss or sale of an asset. Okay, again, when we take up future questions, there will be some kind of a different variety that pops up. I will explain it at that particular time, but just make sure to keep your antennas up. Whenever you're selling an asset, there can be a possibility of a profit or a loss. Next, interest received on fixed deposit, 450. There is actually a hidden adjustment on this. I'll explain in a few minutes. Right now inner column में लिख लो 450, inner column में लिख लो 450. Next, अब पेमेंट स्टार्ट करते हैं. जनरल एक्सपेंसेस 3,200. तो एक्सपेंडिचर साइड पे जनरल एक्सपेंसेस 3,200. न्यूज़पेपर 1850. एक्सपेंडिचर साइड पे 1850. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी 3,000. एक्सपेंडिचर साइड 3,000. Fixed deposit with bank. Acha, that's an asset. So hold on. Go to the balance sheet. And on the asset side, write fixed deposit with bank at 10%, 6 months. From where did 6 months comes? Because this fixed deposit was started in the bank on 30 June. So June has gone, July starts. And if you count from July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months. So hold on. There is a hidden adjustment on this fixed deposit. Let me explain it to you by showing it to you. Okay, here goes. So what am I doing? I'm explaining how much interest did you earn on this fixed deposit. That is called as total. I repeat, it is there. How do you calculate it? Art formula. What's an art formula? Amount into rate into time. The amount is 18,000. The rate is 10%. The time is 6 months. The answer is 900. Okay. So what's 900? That's interest on your fixed deposit. The bank should give you 900. But then if you look just above, you'll say interest received on fixed deposit above. That's only 450. sir, you gave a calculation of 900, but we have received only 450. What does that mean? You received 450, you did not receive 450. Very important. 900 is what you deserve, 450 is what you have received. हाँ, तो वो 450 में निकाल रहा हूँ, तो जो 450 रिमाइंडर है ना, that is called as receivable. I repeat, जो 450 रिमाइंडर है, that is called as receivable. तो ये 450 रिसीवेबल, इसका आपको दो इफेक्ट करना है. ये हिडन एडजस्टमेंट है, सो ये बोला नहीं है. ओके, कहते हैं कभी कभी ओके कि मोहब्बत में फीलिंग्स को समझो, तो कुछ कुछ वैसे यहाँ पे कोई डायलॉग बाजी नहीं है, फीलिंग्स को समझना है. अच्छा, क्या फीलिंग को समझना है कि 450 विच इज एट द एंड, दैट इज रिसीवेबल. ओके, दो इफेक्ट कैसे करें? फर्स्ट, द फिक्स डिपॉजिट विच यू रोट, उसमें लिखना 450 रिसीवेबल. सो द टोटल इज 18,450. ये हुआ ऊपर फर्स्ट इफेक्ट. सेकेंड, इनकम साइड पे जहां पे आपने वे यू हैव रिटन 450, उसके अंदर प्लस मोर 450. क्यों? बिकॉज द टोटल हैज टू बी 900. योर इनकम इज 900. 450 received, 450 receivable. This is a hidden adjustment. Whenever you get an investment which has a percentage, always your antenna should stand up. It should try to detect, hey, where is the adjustment? और थोड़ा प्रोसेसिंग करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो वो तो हो गया. देन कम्स बुक्स 7,000. These are new books. तो you have old books ना, opening books. तो in that above, you add above books, you add purchase of books 7,000. The total is 12,000 books. Next, salary 3,600. Okay, so I'll write on the expense and I'll leave one line because there is an adjustment. 3,600, I'll leave one line. Next, rent 6,500. I'll write it, I'll leave one line. Rent 6,500. So I repeat, I wrote it, I'm leaving one line. Next, okay, where are we? Postage charges 300. Postage charges 300. So it's again on the expense side, postage charges. Next, furniture purchased. I'll write it in the balance sheet with the opening furniture. So just above, if you see purchase of furniture, it is 10,500 and the total is 17,500. Okay, so there is no depreciation. If there would have been, then I would have to leave one more line. Next, just above me, cash in hand, cash at bank. These are assets on the last day. They are actually assets on any day, but on the last day meaning closing. So right above you have cash in hand 3,000 and cash at bank 8,200. Okay, so the third step is to prepare the income and expenditure account. Okay, it's almost done. Now comes adjustments. So adjustments हमने किए, but वो kind of hidden adjustments थे. अभी तो 1, 2, 3 ये adjustments करने हैं. First वाला, subscription outstanding on the 31st December 16 last year was 2,000. वो किया हमने लास्ट ईयर की बैलेंस शीट में, बट ऑन 31st December 17 इज 1,500. ये क्या है? करंट ईयर का सब्सक्रिप्शन विच इज रिसीवेबल, करंट ईयर. सो ड्यूरिंग द करंट ईयर देयर आर अ फ्यू मेंबर्स हु डिड नॉट पे 1,500. So what do? You don't let go, you write it. You write it. Where do you write it? Where you write subscription. In that, receivable for current year. I repeat, you don't let go. You write it. You will write it. You'll have to pay me money. See, I'm writing here 1500. तुम्हारा नाम लिखा है, तुमको मैं याद दिलाएगा. Okay, क्योंकि वो इस साल का इनकम है. It is not received, therefore it is receivable. Now the answer of subscription above, प्लस है प्लस करो, माइनस है माइनस करो, 28,000. सेकेंड इफेक्ट ऑफ 1500, क्योंकि रिसीवेबल है ना, तो एनीथिंग रिसीवेबल एसेट होता है. हर वो चीज़ जो रिसीवेबल है वो एसेट होता है. ऊपर का सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीवेबल अलग है, वो लास्ट ईयर का है. ये वाला करंट ईयर का है, 2017 करंट ईयर का 1500. ओके, तो ये तो हो गई सब्सक्रिप्शन. सब्सक्रिप्शन इज नॉट अ वेरी सिंपल टैबलेट thing, concept to digest. It takes practice, and the more sums we do, the more variety we cover up, the more practice you will get. So at this very moment, don't get worried, sir, that subscription was quite confusing. No problems, my dear. अगर आपको 100 में से 1% भी समझा, still it is not bad. When we practice this more and more and more, you will get good, better, best. घबराना मत. That's it. हाँ, point number 2. On December 31st, 2017, salary outstanding was 600. Very simple. Salary को जाने का, outstanding add करने का 600, तो बाहर आएगा 4200. वो फर्स्ट इफेक्ट है. सेकेंड इफेक्ट आउटस्टैंडिंग का लाइबिलिटी में होता है, क्योंकि उसका मतलब पेएबल है. पेएबल. सो आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी 600. वेरी सिंपल, डन. ये तो सैलरी की कहानी थी, आउटस्टैंडिंग. रेंट का क्या कहा है? रेंट का समथिंग एल्स. ओके, व्हाट समथिंग एल्स? एंड 1 month रेंट is paid in advance. Now there is something that you have to understand in this. What does advance mean? Paid before time. On time means how many months should you pay? 12 months, because we are solving for 12 months. 1 month advance means what? You paid for 1 extra month. Whenever you pay advance, you are talking about prepaid. You are talking about prepaid. How do you find this prepaid rent? Because उन्होंने तो दिया नहीं. हाँ, तो मेरे दोस्तों, ओके, इस तरफ आने वाला है, ध्यान देना. तो when they say कि रेंट 1 month is paid in advance, you tell your mind कि बाबा रेंट is paid for 13 months, because 12 months is normal, that's not advance. 1 month extra means 13 months. Then how much is the rent that you have paid? Please look above. You see 6,500. So for 13 months you have paid 6,500. Can you find for 1 month? Because they say 1 month is in advance. Can you find for 1 month? Why not? It's just that I'm being dramatic, but by doing division you can find for 1 month. So 6,500 divided by 13, which I think should come to 500. So that is 1 month current, and it is that 1 month which you have paid extra. So I repeat, please make sure that you do copy this one. पॉज कर लो, स्क्रीनशॉट मार लो, कॉपी कर लेना. राइट नाउ मैं ऊपर के सोल्यूशन में प्रीपेड को माइनस करता हूँ, विच इज 500. तो आउटर कॉलम में 6000 आएगा, और हर वो चीज़ जो प्रीपेड होता है वो यूजफुल होता है, बेनिफिशियल होता है इन फ्यूचर. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एन एसेट. Okay, because you can stay in somebody's office, you can stay in somebody's house, flat, but you won't be kicked out. Why? You have paid rent in advance. You can aram se stay in that flat. So the second effect is always and always asset side. Prepaid rent 500. Whenever you do that, let me move to my normal position. We have done all our adjustments, because third point is actually what was the assets on 1st Jan, which we already wrote. So it's only information. We are done with all our adjustments. We can definitely start to total. तो पहले तो ये टोटल आएगा बिकॉज इनकम ज़्यादा है 42,150, तो उधर सरप्लस आएगा. व्हेन यू सबट्रैक्ट यू कैन ऑलवेज पॉज and you can do the calculation and then play and then find out whether your answer and my answer is the same or not. 22,300. Okay, so the surplus is the balancing figure, which is excess of income over expenditure. I will pick this 22,300. I will take it to the next page क्योंकि ये जाएगा कैपिटल फंड में ऐड होने, क्योंकि ये सरप्लस एक आदमी का नहीं है, इट बिलोंग्स टू ऑल द मेंबर्स. सो ऑल द मेंबर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन इज कैपिटल फंड. द टोटल इज 6850 एंड देन द बैलेंस शीट which eventually has to be totaled. 61,950 and here. That's good news for any commerce student because they are like, okay, ऊपर वाले थैंक यू, ये मैच हो गया. ऊपर वाला का भी थैंक यू और आपके एफर्ट्स के लिए भी congratulations because it does take some amount of pain and efforts to tally a balance sheet. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much it for today. Let me change the scene. I will meet you very soon for the continuing series, for the continuing lectures with new concepts. थोड़ा यहाँ पे, थोड़ा वहाँ पे. Baki, do remember the PDF is always available in the link which will give you the question and the answer in PDF format. Also, if you did understand the explanation, the way I went about it, please do like the lecture. You can share it with your friends. I would highly encourage you to do that. There are many things which get shared very easily on various social media platforms, be it Facebook, be it WhatsApp. Okay, if you do that on YouTube for us, it helps the channel grow, it motivates us. Okay, that would be the appropriate word to use. Okay, if you have any doubts concerning this specific question, you can always leave a comment. We will do our best to clear it and to clarify it. तब तक के लिए do take good care of yourself, do take good care of your seniors and juniors. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Tata.